Radio. And here we are.
What's up?
It's Ben here, Orkin, Andy Nagy again for another instalment of GeekZilla Radio. I think that's what we're calling it, isn't it?
Might as well be.
It's been 3 episodes, long amount of time. We've forgotten what we're calling it. It's PGZ Radio.
That'll do.
It's fine, isn't it? So, yeah, loads has been. Well, so much has happened.
It's been a very busy few weeks, isn't it, really?
It's been intense.
A lot of things have happened.
Yeah. I don't even know where to start, to be honest. Well, no, let's start with the Robin Hood stuff.
Yes.
So, I don't know if Dale spoke about it much last week. I mean, I should have listened to it, because I wasn't here, so hi, I'm back. But, well, basically, we partnered up with like another fighting game group, and they wanted to come and use our little spot to play fighting games. So now we've got loads of TVs here, projectors, all that sort of stuff. Everyone's playing video games.
Jason fixed my Dreamcast. It's good.
Jason fixed your Dreamcast. Yeah. I actually went a whole evening playing Street Fighter 4 or Ultra Street Fighter and didn't lose with my jury. I was very happy. And I've been talking about jury for weeks now.
Yeah, it'll change.
I'm watching jury videos almost every other night on YouTube.
Every other night, you mean every waking minute, Ben?
Yeah.
Do you remember when you were like, oh, I need atmosphere? I'll put a jury video up on there.
Have you guys seen any of... Well, obviously hit us up on the Twitter if you guys have seen it, about II at EVO playing Street Fighter.
What was that Twitter, Ben?
Jury top 8, was that?
What was that Twitter, Ben?
Play GeekZilla.
There you go.
That's what he said, wasn't it?
No, you just said hit us up on Twitter.
Hit us up on Twitter. Just hit us up. You know Twitter. Just get on it and start tweeting random stuff out to random people, and we might find it. But chances are, just tweet at us, and then, you know, that'll help. But, so we should probably play some music, just to hit it up.
We'll start with...
Let's have a think. Yeah. We got a load of stuff. And, yeah, okay, let me just say a little bit before this. So, I used to be a Mario Kart Wii professional, like, and that sounds really sad. It's like, whew, calling yourself a professional. I was top 100 players in the world, and I did hold the #1 record on... Oh god, this is embarrassing. I can't even remember. Yoshi Falls.
There you go.
Yoshi Falls. Yeah, I played it like 1,000 times. So I should have remembered the track name. But then I tried to replicate. I had got a bit of reputation for myself on that. So I was like, right, okay, Mario Kart 8 style, let's do it again. No, I suck.
I'm all right at
Mario
it.
Kart 8.
I'm all right at it. I'm not as good as you still, but I'm all right at it.
Yeah, but I've got a reputation to uphold, and I can't do it. So I decided to, you know, burst into the scene with a time trial for Thwomp Ruins. Can you do it? Can anyone beat it? Yes. Everybody fucking annihilated me. It wasn't even funny. So we're going to play the awesome track, which is Thwomp Ruins, which is the whole reason we actually started doing it. So
here we go, guys.
Here we go. Yo, 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 yo.
That was Thwomp Ruins. The track that, as we said earlier, Ben failed to beat anyone on.
Well, no, I put it up there. I was like, come on, play GeekZilla, give us a challenge. Because what we do sometimes, we put up challenge videos, because we're pretty good on certain games. We spend too much time playing them, basically. And I put up challenge videos for people to beat. And I put it up, and somebody like thrashed me within 40 minutes. That's 40 minutes of them beating my ass and then editing a video for upload. So they did all that in 40 minutes, and they beat me by like 10 seconds. So I don't know if you guys can hear this outside. There's a police chase.
Yeah, it's been a bit weird. We've just literally had a second power cut as well, so I think the zombie apocalypse has started.
Which is all good. I mean, here's a really good one, which you guys should definitely hit us up on Twitter about at Play GeekZilla. But do you have a zombie apocalypse plan? Do you have one in mind? Dale, do you have one?
I do.
Do you really?
I do.
Now, I obviously want to talk about mine. I'm like literally on the edge of my seat, but I'm going to let you go first. And then I'm going to tell you how and why you're wrong. But come on, what's your plan then, Dale?
Well, obviously I've only been living in Nottingham or Newark for about a month now, and I still think that your flat complex, the brewery, is beyond amazing for a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. I agree with
and
that.
we spoke about the plan, don't you remember? And I agreed with you, and that's the plan that I have for living here.
Yeah.
If I lived in Norwich, I'd probably go for somewhere like trying to, take residence up in a castle up on the hill, or something similar.
Fucking castle.
That's an awesome place, man. It's on top of a hill. You live there,
But then again, depends what sort of zombies we're talking. If we're talking raised from the grave zombies, castle, fucked, mate. How many battles goes on at castles? You know what I mean? You're going to get loads there. But it's planning for every eventuality. And, with my plan, you've got everybody. Has anybody ever been to Cromer before? That's the real question. I've been to Cromer. I've seen the pier there. It's absolutely sound. It did fall down a couple of years ago, but whatever. The new one that's up, absolutely sound. Zombies, they don't float. They've got to walk on the seabed, if anything, because some of them just die. Or if it's like, Halo or GTA, it's insta-death. But, I'm just thinking, you get in that pier, you're sat there, you're solid. You've got a lifeboat. You've got big gates at the end of it. No chance they're coming in. Okay, they start coming in, the break through the gate, whatever. Pull up a couple of slats. They're going to fall into the bloody. They're going to fall in between the cliff, back on the seabed with you. See you later.
Yeah.
So, and you've got you can bugger off to France in your boat.
Have you not seen them? Is it Dawn of the Dead where they go off in a boat and then they try and go somewhere else and then they're fucked anyway?
What? Oh no, I haven't.
Yeah.
Why? What they just
well, basically they go on a boat, they
Yeah.
go somewhere, and that's infested as well, and they die. That's the end of the film. I shouldn't really say that because I don't know anyone. I think it's Dawn of the Dead.
By the way, a little bit of like a if you've got any time travelers out there, there's a spoiler alert for Dawn of the Dead that Dale just chucked out.
But look, we need to put some music on there. We've been talking too much about zombies.
Oh, yeah.
To celebrate, obviously, Robin Hood's using our area, and it's been a very successful meetup, which, by the way, is on Wednesdays, 7 till 11.
Yeah.
£5 entry.
Robin Hood's versus Play GeekZilla.
It's a very, very fun evening. We had like a 4-player Smash Bash last time, and it was pretty good. So I've got video of that and everything. I'll put that up on Twitter and Facebook in the near future.
Cool.
But seriously, guys, this is, believe it or not, the Killer Instinct Gold theme tune.
Which is a beast.
So we'll put this on for you.
Chuck it up, Dale. Hit it.
There we go. And that was the Killer Instinct Gold theme tune.
Absolute beast. It kind of gets you hyped for fighting games.
I was actually playing Killer Instinct, quite a lot last time. It's a really good game.
I haven't played it. I'm not very good at it, to be fair. It's all basically... Oh no, do I give away my biggest flaw in fighting games? Whatever. So, basically... I just like hit the mic. But, basically...
That's the fourth time you said that word.
Basically, Dale... I can't combo in fighting games, really, at all. Unless it's pretty basic or it's Tekken.
That's why you're going to like Street Fighter 5. Because it's not about the combos. It's going back to It's not.
I've seen combos.
It's going back to the homos of Street Fighter 2.
I've seen combos for days.
For instance, characters such as Bison don't really combo anymore.
When did Bison ever combo?
You got the three low hit kick into scissor kick into Psycho Crusher into something else, and I don't know what it was. But you can cancel things all the time. So
oh yeah, you can like FADC and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's going too much into complicatedness though.
I guess so. But anyway, yeah, the Robin Hood versus GeekZilla nights are going really well. There's been about, I mean, last week there was only about 10 people, but the week before it was like almost 20 people. It was awesome. It was really, really fun. You know, we had King Winner Stays On Street Fighter for you really competitive guys. There was Mortal Kombat. There's a really tough Mortal Kombat scene, and
the Farhan, the beast that is Farhan.
Yeah, playing
25 in VSF in Street Fighter.
Yeah, the PvP versus fighting went on the other week.
Out of 197, I think he said. Quite a lot of people.
Farhan's one of the guys that comes and plays Ultra Street Fighter with us here, and he was like top 40, top 30, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's 25 for all him.
We're pretty proud of. We're really proud of, and and to be honest, proud of all the guys for going down there and just representing.
I told you we had that guy who turned up for the first time. Show he was top 8 in Tekken as well.
Yeah, we've got
VSF.
To be honest, I think one of the fiercest scenes we've got up here in Nottingham is probably the Tekken scene.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, and we've got some pretty good Smash players.
Trying to get more Tekken players here because I want to see people like Show and Seb go one-on-one. Seb used to play World Circuit, didn't he? So
yeah,
it's quite big.
It's cool. Anyway, right, I'm going to move on and just talk about. We went to a gaming quiz the other day.
Yes, it was very fun.
It was really fun. It was at Broadway Cinema, which is just across the road from us, actually. Literally like a minute's walk across the road, and we did kind of well. We joined a team and made them lose, I think. They normally come first every single time. It's the first one in about 4 months actually, where they haven't won. Even though there was some it was all based around point and click games, which we're pretty poor at. It's quite a niche.
It was one of the rounds where I got 10 out of 10.
Here we go. I was about point and click games. I was all about Broken Sword. That was really interesting.
Yeah, see, the thing with Broken Sword is, right, I love the game, but I know nothing about music on it. It's not memorable music for me.
It's just one of those things where I probably didn't notice when I was playing, but to be honest, you sit there for so long just thinking about stuff in that game and not actually playing it, you're just thinking, and before you know it, the music's embedded in your brain. You don't even know. So we're gonna, just to sort of honour a bit more of the fighting game night, we're gonna keep it in fighting games. If you guys played Smash before, you would have picked this up, and if you'd have played a certain game with a certain blue character in it, you will have heard about it before.
You would. This is Mega Man 2 medley. Let's go.
Let's go. That was Mega Man.
Yeah.
Absolutely love that tune. It's a beast. Do you know anybody that plays Mega Man in Smash?
I know a few people who plays Mega Man. Smash Brothers, like I said, for me, it's never really been a big game in, shall we say, my friend circles until I moved here. So it's not really something that much people have been playing.
Oh man, I mean, I've been playing Smash since the 64 version. Strangely enough, I missed out Melee, but always a massive fan of Smash. Me and Darren me and my friend Darren, or Monk, I don't know if you guys know him online, but literally just used to play Smash all the time. I think the original, we must have stacked up almost 1,000 hours. In Brawl, we stacked up almost 1,000 hours. And we've always mained really weird characters, which has sort of worked to our advantage in a lot of games. Like, I always mained Ness throughout most of the games, and Ness was incredibly difficult to use in some of the older games. They've made him a bit easier in this one, which is awesome, because I'm just fully utilising him now. But Darren always went from, like, he used Pikachu and Kirby in the original to then going to Snake. He went pure Snake, pretty much, in Brawl, and now Snake's not there. He's kind of floating between people like Rob and Zero Suit Samus. But Rob's quite a weird one because nobody really plays him. Very, very good though. Very good. Rob is. And he's hilarious.
I found a newfound love for Little Mac.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really fun.
You can get good with Little Macs. He's really, really powerful.
They're really fun.
You just, if you're not that good, you'll get hit off the edge and then you'll just die as soon as you're off the edge.
Yeah, like, you can't get knocked off more than about, that's silly, but it's fine.
Yeah, that's alright. Well, what else? So I've started making GeekZilla YouTube videos as well. We've not released any yet, but we started building up some content for them and stuff like that. And we did a playthrough of FTL the other day, which was absolutely hilarious.
And we actually won.
Yeah, we were just messing about, maximum risk the whole way through, and literally made decisions based on revenge most of the time. Because, like, in one of the first episodes, like, we had Darren in there as Monk, and he just betrayed us and decided to take over the ship, and we just wouldn't have any of it.
And this guy decided to do the Mutant Spiders event, which, if you don't know what that is, you always lose a crew member. That's all that happens. He's like, I'm going to do that anyway. I went, you always lose, but no, you don't. I went, you always lose someone.
Well, you know what? If a challenge is presented, you have to be a man and live up to the challenge. If I'm attacked
even though there's no good outcome to that mission whatsoever.
It must have boosted the morale for the crew, which soared us to victory, Dale. Because at the end of the day, we got there, and we got to the end, and we won still.
And we lost Monk, and then we got Monk 2.
Then we got Monk 2. But also, John, I don't know if you're listening, Vega, John was the one we sacrificed to the giant mutant ant things. They just took him away. So, sorry about that, John. You didn't make it to the end of the game. But hey ho.
Oops.
Life's a bitch. But, gave me the motivation to be able to complete that run through. We only had like 3 weapons as well. I don't have a clue how we won, but we did it. It was really cool. But another thing I wanted to say was the guys that run the radio show said that would anybody want to, if you thought about getting sponsors for your show, and we were like, no, but we could do that. I mean, if anybody's listening, like I guess like gaming shops, stuff like that. Anybody want to like get the word out there? GeekZilla's getting pretty big. This radio station is pretty popular. NG Digital. Don't know. Hit us up on Twitter.
Of course.
Always hit us up on Twitter at
Play GeekZilla. Yeah.
I like that. That was a little bit gay.
It was a little bit gay. It was fine.
No, it's good. Well, I wanted to move on to a very important time in my life where I'm going to go back and I'm going to talk about real tunes right now. Real tunes. Some real tunes. This is like when I first started playing fighting games, this was the tune. Well, this was one of the tunes.
You started off as a Tekken buff, didn't you?
I played Tekken all the way through, and then I joined Street Fighter really, really late on. Probably when Street Fighter 4 came out, I probably started. But I started... started playing like Alpha 3 or Alpha 2 or something like that on the PSP. I had like a hacked PSP with a load of random games on it, and just sat there practicing on the PSP analog stick how to do Hadoukens, and just doing it constantly until I had a sore thumb because I was that bad. But yeah, we're going to play you something from my youth, which is an absolute tune. It's one of the Tekken original soundtrack things. We've got a name for it here called Marin Stadium. I'm not sure if it is Marin Stadium. To be honest, I don't care. It's just a tune. Enjoy, guys. What a tune. What a tune. They're pretty short theme tunes though. I guess they just loop and loop and loop and loop.
Yeah, I mean that looped twice in a minute and a half. So
you probably get like, I'm trying to think how long rounds are. Well, you probably, to be honest, you might even get it finished up.
And that being ripped directly from the CD, man, you could just tell how old that tune is.
It was good though. It was really, really good. Oh man. Well, you know what? As we're still on the subject, I was all over these Tekken theme tunes, and there was another one which I thought was just beautiful, which is absolutely brilliant. And if anybody played them, they more likely didn't know the song names, but they associated them with a character. And this one I associated with King, definitely. I didn't really play King that much, but I do know his punch combos were ridiculous in Tekken 1. So we're going to play what's it called, like Fuji? But here you go, guys.
That was
Fuji, or King Stage,
Yeah.
as I like to fondly remember it as. It was absolutely beastie.
It was awesome.
Yeah, Tekken was really, really good. One thing I never managed to achieve on the first Tekken, do you remember the little mini game they had before the game really started up? The little Galactica one? I think it's Galactica.
No.
Where it was like...
Oh yeah, no, I was crap at that. Because they did the same thing. Because
I was always like 2 off. And then you could unlock... If you did it all, you unlocked Devil Kazuya.
that was them who made Ridge Racer as well, right? Was it Namco?
I don't know.
You don't remember Ridge Racer? Because
I definitely remember Ridge Racer.
They had the same kind of thing in Ridge Racer Type R, where like if you killed everything, you unlocked loads of cars, but you could just hold like loads of buttons down, and it killed everything on the screen for you. You didn't have to really do much.
Ridge Racer.
It's a little bit of a cheat, but yes, it's the same. They did that quite a lot. So
I'll tell you what I remember from old school racing games. Destruction Derby.
oh yes,
Do you remember that one?
yes I do. What we call that racing game though? It was a smash simulator.
It was absolutely brilliant.
Did you ever race though? I only ever used to go in the bowls.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, what, you're talking about Destruction Derby? Oh no, it was on the first one as well.
It was like 2 modes. There's a race
where
mode
there
which
wasn't
was
any 3-dimensional sort of jumps or anything. It was just everybody drove into the middle and then stopped immediately. Then reversed.
And then whoever died first, yeah.
Reversed or just drove around in circles, and that was about it. That was a really good game. I'm going to replay that actually. Destruction Derby 2 was also pretty insane. Why haven't they made any more of these games? Because they're amazing. Completely inaccurate, but I don't care. I like the inaccurate ones. The ones where you got massive air and stuff like that. Those are the best racing games. Screw real life racing games. Don't need any of that. That's why I like why GTA changed the physics back from when it went in the GTA 4, where the physics were just too real.
Yeah, and then boring. GTA 5, yeah.
And
they changed it, yeah.
You know, if you crashed in a GTA 4, you went through the windscreen. God.
You do on GTA 5 if you don't put your belt on.
Do you?
Yeah. I've died that way. I've got a video on my Xbox One of me dying that way. Literally, I stole a car, drove around a corner, smashed into a post and died. It's quite funny. Literally within like 10 seconds of me getting that car. I'll have to show you. It's really funny.
Oh god. I just remember, like, I've only really played it. I say I've played it briefly. I pretty much almost completed the single player, but I played it briefly online. I just remember going online and meeting my friend Connie, and she was like, "What do you want to do?" I was like, "Get in the car." And we just got in the car, and I drove it straight up a cliff, over, rolled it down the cliff into a ball of fire, and then landed in the sea. And then I think what happened is we were mid-flight towards the sea, and I just bailed and landed in the sea, and she was in the car and just I just saw her plonk and explode in the water. It was beautiful. Could have been in a movie, like a really expensive movie where they just, I don't know. It was amazing though.
I've seen a video online recently. Someone crashed a motorbike in a motorway, and it's like literally 5.5 minutes of just destruction.
Oh yeah, and the AI just completely just destroy each other.
I think it's funny when that guy gets out the car, kicks that guy on fire, sets on fire and dies.
How to fight a man on fire. Punch him and hug him.
And then there's another bit on that video where an ambulance drives up, the ambulance guy gets out, sets on fire and dies. Like, he just steps foot and just sets on fire. It's so funny. Oh, it's so funny.
Oh man. Well, I realised we missed a track we should have played earlier if we had any sense of order, which we don't really.
It's alright.
We kind of just do it, you know, but whatever. So I'm going to show you another absolute tune from Mario Kart 8. I think this is a Mario Kart 8 one.
Is this the remix, or should we say reinvention of the N64 Rainbow Road tune?
Right, so we're going to play it for you now. Here you go.
There's no singing in it. What up?
We're back.
After a little bit of an argument earlier.
We didn't have an argument. Dale just doesn't know when he's wrong the time.
I'm never wrong.
He's always wrong.
I'm never wrong.
I don't think you understand, Dale. I don't think you understand. Well, what me and Dale decided to talk about now is some old school free MMO. Free to play MMO. It's a great subject. Yes, we were that cheap. And secondly, you're not here to argue about it with me right now. Although, hit us up on Twitter
at
PlayGeekZilla for the bants.
For the bants. Bantosaurus Rex.
Banter Raptors. Want you all on there, giving us some banter about free-to-play MMOs and about how we're the scum of the earth. But I don't care. We used to play MapleStory. Classic, beautiful, 2D MMOs. And it was great. And we must have spent about...
a lot.
2,000 hours.
At least.
On the game.
I wish there's something I could do /time or something to have a look.
Yeah, like you could do on Guild Wars.
I talk about that actually. Final Fantasy 14 is what I play at the moment. They have a thing where you can see how much life your account is, and in 2 years I've played 185 days.
That's disgusting, Dale.
A little bit.
If anybody doesn't know out there, Dale makes me sick. Like, actually sick. Also makes me want to kill myself.
But I just remember times where like I'd spend all night grinding one level of MapleStory on cats.
Yeah.
As a mage.
Fucking cats. Loved it. What about them fucking cargo? Cargo babies. I used to play I didn't really play too much with Dale because he was too elitist and he was like he played an assassin and I played a mage and they didn't really like hanging out together and stuff because he could kill things that were higher level than me, scumbag. But whatever.
I messed up my build.
Listen up, Dale. You don't follow guides. If you mess up, you've just got to stay true to form and keep grinding it out. Yes, I may not have given myself any defense at all. And it did really hinder everything I tried to do in the game. But I stuck to it. I stayed committed. I mean, there was three of us that used to play. It was three. We used to play all the mages. Me and my mate Ash, whose in-game name is Kitten Kicker, because I'm Kitten. And there was Ryan, who used to play. I think he used to change it all the time, but I think he was called Sin Kitty. No, I don't know, Magic Kitties or something.
Chusin.
Like no, that was Ash.
Well, Chusin. Okay, so who is the guy that you stop all the time?
Listen up, Dale. We don't need to broadcast this stuff out there right now. He's probably still really, really salty about it all, and he's just really not happy.
And then you de-leveled him like 9 times as well.
Listen up, Dale. We don't need that. We don't need to hear. But the people don't need to hear that about this betrayal on my free-to-play MMOs. But yeah, we used to just loll about all the time. Basically, what would happen in MapleStory is we used to get to about level 40, get really fucking bored, so bored, and then just like go, oh, should we go exploring? Yeah, let's go exploring. Then we just die and lose all our experience. So we spent probably best part of the game on the same level, just leveling up and then killing ourselves and leveling up and killing ourselves again. Because
I quit and then you carried on playing and you got to a higher level than I did on my original character.
I think so.
You got to like 50, 55, 56, I was like 52 or something. I just stopped playing because I got bored.
It was a very intense grind with nothing to do. But then they stayed at it. Like, to be honest, what they did originally, they did it the right way, where they just thought, you know what, we'll launch a cash shop where people can buy stuff. None of it will actually help you progress through the game any quicker, but you can just buy stuff if you want to look fucking stupid or buy a pet or something. But as all free-to-play MMOs do, they then start making it more of a pay-to-win situation later on.
Hey, you want to upgrade this item to a certain level? You need to buy this item. Hey, you want to be like the best experience in the world? Yeah, buy this experience coupon.
£6 an hour. £6. It was weird. But a lot of good memories from that game, I think.
Yeah. And we're
going to play some tunes now. What's happened is we don't have a fucking clue what ones we're going to play for you. We just plucked them almost out of thin air. So we're going to play one right now.
This one is aptly named on our thing called Music 17.
So enjoy Music 17, guys. That's probably the original name. Lol.
See you later.
It's Kenny Subway, by the way. Kerning Subway.
The Beast.
Now, if anyone's actually played MapleStory before, they'll know that place. They'll know that tune. Well, not that tune. They'll know the Kerning City one, but which is pretty much the same. But if anyone played MapleStory back in the day, they will know about Kerning PQ because that was where it was at.
The auto clickers that they banned people for after a while.
We had auto clickers. We had them. I remember me and my friend Gavin used to play, and we used to sit there and be PQ elitists, pretty much. And we used to have our own dedicated team. And if they didn't know how to play it, good God, would we pop off? We'd pop off so bad. It's just like, what the hell are you playing at? We don't even know. It's probably like a 5-year-old or something who's playing. But we just, didn't care. They were scum of the earth if they didn't know how to do it.
And they're smuggling the little passes.
Oh yeah, actually glitching the game. We got that elitist about it. Oh god. Just so it was a bit quicker for next time. It was good times though. It was some good. You made your own entertainment when the game was that basic, didn't you? Like it was that good.
Oh god, it's been a long time.
Do you remember like when people just used to drop items and like there was so many hacks in that game as well. Like our mate Ash, who's Kitten Kicker. I mean, if anybody knows anything about the hacking community and anything MMO related, they'll probably know Kitten Kicker or Kiki. Because he's messed about so much on games like MapleStory and Fliff and just he's done everything. It used to be so funny because I used to dabble a little bit, but I didn't ever like hacking to benefit myself. So like anything that would seriously improve the game for me, like going up levels and stuff like that. But I did like messing about with hacking because it was so funny, and the little flying hacks and stuff. When you're sitting around there in front of PQ, flying about, and people are like, "What the hell is going on?" And you're like, "No, cash shop." Cash shop.
Do you remember?
What do you mean cash shop? I'm like, moon boots. Moon boots from cash shop.
Do you remember when you is it Papulatus or Pinus or whatever, the massive fish, and you used to drag them into people?
Yeah. And then we just dragged the fish off screen and stuff like that, so people couldn't even hit it. It was funny. But basically, with the cash shop stuff, you'd basically go moon boots, and the cash shop when it first came out was incredibly disorganized. It had thousands of items labeled row after row after row after row after row. So people would be hunting for these moon boots in cash shop for like hours, trying to find something that just blatantly doesn't exist.
I remember that.
But it was good. But, that's from MapleStory. We're sort of riding the MapleStory hype train. We'll chuck in some more MapleStory music for you guys. So, as we said before, we have no fucking clue until it plays.
And this is called, aptly named, Music 34.
Music 34 from the Majesty, which is MapleStory. So here it is for you guys.
Let's go. It's the theme tune.
It's the theme tune.
Enjoy.
Enjoy it. Really enjoy it. Soaking in. abrupt stop. That is completely enough of that.
That was pretty special.
That was Maple Story like opening, wasn't it? The opening music.
I don't remember it being that long, to be fair, but
I think it is. I think it loops forever, and it's just. You guys don't want to endure like 6 minutes of that. Because you probably used to sit on the home tune for ages. What is it? The launch page.
Yeah.
For ages.
And that's been the same tune now since it came out. That's not changed.
They did change it once, actually, and then people kicked off. The
I don't remember that.
The nostalgia was dead to them, so they were just like, "Bring it back, bring it back."
I don't remember that, to be honest.
I mean, I've been playing Maple Story on and off since it came out, pretty much. It's quite sad, because it's just a little 2D game. But it is incredibly addictive. So, I don't know, it's fun. But, yeah. Let's talk about another free-to-play MMO.
The other MMO that pretty much ruined our college careers.
The one that took over our college career, yeah. If there was a qualification in Fliff, we pretty much smashed it because nobody else played it as much as we did.
They tried,
they failed. Everybody was like, they gave it about 10-15 minutes and they were like, no, I can't play this game. But we stayed true to it. My old friend Loy introduced me to this game. She was a funny old one, and we just started playing, and it was really weird. It was like a 3D MMO. So first of all, that was the first 3D MMO I'd ever played. And I'd been playing for probably a couple of weeks before Dale started to play. And then I told him about it when I was at college, and Dale was like, "Oh, okay, I'll check it out." By checking it out, he effectively just sat there and gave up his life. That is really what you did, isn't it? And then I was sat there at like level 40 or something like that as a little mercenary thing. And Dale just smashed it all the way up to 42 in like 2 days with no sleep or something like that, wasn't it?
Do you know when you just turn up at college at like 2 in the afternoon? Are you alright, Dale? Where you been? I've been sleeping.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. And Dale only used to live like 5 minutes away from college.
It was literally 5-10 minute walk. It wasn't very long.
It's hilarious, but.
And I was because he basically said to me one day, "You're not going to be able to overlevel me." I went, "Okay." I went home and overleveled him in a day and a half.
Dale's one of those people that if he lived in Korea or Japan, he'd be dead by now because he'd get too competitive with the other people and wouldn't eat, drink or sleep, and he'd just die, I think, through sheer competitiveness. But yeah, a lot of fun in that game. Again, when it first came out, the original one was I personally think was the best version of it because they made a lot of changes which kind of messed it up a little bit. But what we'll do, we'll chuck you into the nostalgia pit again, and we'll play a little bit of a flip tune for you. So here we go with the opening theme. that was it.
That was the Fliff opening tune.
So whenever you used to remember those times when the servers just used to go down and you used to sit there for days on end, try and log in, constantly mashing enter, trying different accounts, because you obviously had multiple accounts. Don't lie to me and say you didn't, because you did. You know, everybody had a little buff character. Oh no, that probably was only me, actually.
I don't have time for a buff character levelling my level 80 blade when you were level 50.
Snubdale, I was committed to the knight, but my knight was pure attack.
It was hilarious.
It was my pure attack knight, which is, by the way, knights in that game were supposed to be hit points, all hit points, because they got attacks when they went into being a knight, so that they could use their hit points to attack. But I decided just to go pure attack, pure strength.
By the way, I'm going to say this now. Going back to me being elitist, this is when I was telling Ben that's a bad idea, but he didn't listen. So
it was a great idea. Great idea. And also, I'll go back to my friend Ash, or Kiki. He also hacked that game, and essentially some of the funniest hacks I've ever seen in any game he managed to come up with. Some of them that just broke the game. Well, yeah, actually, no, he did crash the server a couple of times by dropping like 4 billion meso in the middle of town, all on individual items, so it just completely wiped the server out, which was hilarious. But some of the funniest ones I remember was, one of them was he had a forced PvP hack. So basically, normally PvP, you would initiate, you would both accept PvP, and it would go 3, 2, 1, fight. Now the forced PvP hack would just basically make it so you could attack people like they were a monster. And I remember when Dale was like P-leveling me, so he was power leveling me up. I was a little newbie, and Dale had actually got so far ahead of me that he decided to help me power level. And I was sat there on my little broom next to Dale in this high level area, and he's leveling me up. And this other guy comes over to me, and this is at the stage in the game where you can view other people's stats, and you can see what their builds are looking like and stuff like that. Somebody comes up to me and he starts giving me a load of shit about my build being a pure strength mercenary and how it's just retarded and broken and I should just restart my character. And all I said to him was just like, say that one more time. What did you say? Just say that one more time. And he just said it again, and I got off my broom. I just hit this like little firework, this sort of sparkler. It was called guillotine. It's sparkler, and it hits the floor, and it goes round. And I just went up to him, and just he exploded like a firework, basically.
He tried to run away.
It was one hit.
He was like 10 levels above you as well.
Yeah, and it was just one hit, and he was dead, because I was massively.
That was in Cranes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's exactly where it was.
Cranes.
Give me a load of shit. It was so funny though. But actually, despite that being funny, it was not the funniest glitch in that game. The funniest one I saw was the forced PvP applied to. You used to be able to get on these brooms in this game, so you used to fly about on the brooms, and people would just sit there on the brooms, like away from keyboard, because they were off somewhere and they knew the monsters couldn't attack them when they were on the brooms. And there was one mage skill which was like a whirlwind, and it had a bit of knockback on it.
A little bit of knockback, an understatement.
Yeah, well, no, it had like a little bit of knockback, which is not much at all, just so that it keeps the monsters away from you. But the forced PvP couldn't calculate the knockback when you're on a broom. It just didn't understand it. So when you hit somebody with this knockback when you're on a broom, they literally went about 3,000 miles an hour in a random direction. Took no damage, but they went about 3,000 miles an hour in the wrong direction. Put some people onto different continents and stuff. And we made mages just to go around and do this. So basically, it was so funny.
And the time when I was helping you power level your mage, you did it to me. I remember that.
Well, it's so funny because the whirlwind follows the enemy until it hits them, so you can shoot it out. And it didn't. In Fliff, there isn't a game where the attack will expire. It will just keep going until it hits the target. So you just literally shoot it out, and there'd be a little whirlwind, either following them because they know what's going to happen when it hits them, or it just hits them and it fucking shoots them off like a fucking bullet from a gun. It's so funny. But yeah. So what we thought, in the spirit of Fliff, we'll play you another cheeky tune. I think this one is it Flaris?
That's the one that you told me to put on there.
It's got to be Flaris.
I think it is, you know.
So I'll check it. Oh no, you know when you guys come out the main area, if anyone's ever played Fliff before, if you have played Fliff before, hit us up with some nostalgia.
Please do.
at Play GeekZilla.
Screenshots and everything. I want to see it all.
And everything. I want to see Force PvP screenshots. I want to see screenshots of you dead. I want to see screenshots of your newborn acrobats that you're massively hyped about.
Who end up being really bad.
Yeah, I know. But I love them because, what characters use yo-yos? What the hell? But anyway, we're going to play this tune for you. Here you go, guys.
you go, guys.
There's a bag of nostalgia for you.
So we actually have to close out. It's that time of the day, I'm afraid.
Been told the Iron Hammer has come down.
Yes.
Stop the show. But the show will go on next week.
Yes. So what should I put on to close out today? Let's have a look. I'm feeling a bit of the old Worms.
Are you?
Yeah. So we should close out with a Worms tune.
Worms is got to be the tune. It's got to be the tune for it.
I saw it a minute ago.
Find it, Dale. Where the fuck is it?
It's going to be about... There it is. So
here we go.
We're gonna close out.
Yeah. But thanks.
Same time next week.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. And also, I'll go back to it quickly. If you guys do want to sponsor our show, if you have any interest, if you think we're funny, if you think we're absolute cretins, whatever, hit us up on the Play GeekZilla Twitter. No, seriously, just drop us a message or anything like that. Contact the studio, NG Digital, on Facebook.
We also have a Facebook, Ben.
We've got a Facebook.
Facebook.com/
We Are GeekZilla.
Yes.
Because we are GeekZilla.
Please leave us a like. We also accept messages on there as well.
We reply to everything.
We really do. You know, we've both got it on our phones as well. So
because we're good like that, and you know, we're committed to the community, to the people,
to you.
How gay is that?
To you.
Well, we're gonna close out, and we're gonna play you some Worms. But if you remember Worms, you'll remember things like the sheep. The sheep was always good.
The sheep, the holy hand grenade.
Hallelujah.
Stuff like that. But this is actually the first title theme to Worms. This is going back, a while.
The original,
so
the classic, Team 17.
Yep.
Big hype. hit them up on Twitter. Probably hashtag Team17.
Yeah.
Might not be.
But you'll find it. Anyway, this is the title theme for Worms. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys.
Catch you later.
Bye.
Dale sucks.
I don't think he knows I can hear that. GeekZilla Radio.